I guess we'll never know. This is number one champion.
Hey all, how are y'all? It's me, Aloha. Hey guys, and welcome back to Growing Up African. In this episode, since I've already done things my parents say and things my parents do, it's only right to do the things that they don't say and don't do. So without further ado, let's get into episode 3. So of course I got my notes here, and the first thing that they don't do is apologize. It does not matter how incorrect they are. It doesn't matter how they make you feel, how many tears you shed. They will never say sorry. Ever. The most they'll do is buy you food, and I guess that counts as their apology. But if you're looking for the words "I'm sorry," that's not gonna happen. So the next thing you have is being sympathetic. Whatever you do, never tell your parents about school, about you feeling cold, or about almost anything, because they will find a way to blame the stuff back on you and make you feel privileged just because of the area that you live in. So the other day, I was going to church, and it was about like 20 to 30 degrees, and I was like, sorry about that. That was my dad. So yeah, I was feeling cold because it was 20 to 30 degrees. And then all of a sudden my mom tried to flip it back on me. She was like, "Hey, what are you cold for? What about the people up in New York or New Jersey? Is it not snowing there? What about your classmates that walk to school? Are they not cold?" Yes, obviously. But I'm not talking about them. That's me. Like I said, they'll be the main ones telling you don't worry about other people. But when it comes to you complaining about something or bringing a topic up, all of a sudden they want to bring up other people. Next thing is taking accountability. Once the child grows up, all of a sudden, all the issues that they deal with, that's them. It's not the parent's fault. So if your parent continues to physically abuse you or mentally abuse you, and eventually they turn to cigarettes, they turn to drugs, they turn to alcohol, and they become completely erratic, that's because of them. It's not because of the parenting. It's ridiculous. Yeah, that's just a kid. Oh, it's a crazy kid. They'll always want to blame the kid, but they never want to blame the people raising that kid. Next up, you have sugarcoat things. Unless you want your feelings hurt, they're not gonna spare your feelings. Don't you dare tell them, be honest, because they'll be honest to the point where you start crying. So never tell an African parent, what do you think about this, and be honest, because you are either gonna end up looking really dumb or be really sad in the end. Next up, you have take a joke. they don't know how to take a joke. Any joke you tell an African parent turns into a lecture. Let's say you have a joke about being poor or a joke about mental health, and all of a sudden they'll be like, "Oh, you are not sad. You are not broke. You are not depressed. In Jesus' name, you are not depressed. Don't worry, just pray to God. It will all go away." Then they'll say, sorry, keeps interrupting my video again. But yeah, like they will not know how to take a joke. They take it way too serious. Then when it comes to them telling a joke, all of a sudden it's you're so sensitive. You need to grow thick skin. You need to get a sense of humor. But when you try to tell a joke, it turns into a whole lecture. Next thing up, you have they don't allow you to argue. So whenever a point is brought up and you have a different opinion, automatically you're wrong. You don't get a say in it. Whatever they say goes. And if you talk back, be prepared to get slapped. Then next up, it's in the same realm. You have they don't allow you to defend somebody. Automatically, when you defend somebody, especially if it's someone you don't know, they'll be interrogating you for no reason. Especially when it comes to anything about race or the LGBTQ plus community, they'll be like, "Why do you care so much about this? Are you gay? Are you gay? Are you lesbian?" And it's like, no, can't they just have any allies? Like, what's your problem? Like, that's not your life. Don't know why you have to go on this interrogation, but okay. Next thing you have is you can't listen to music in peace. Because whenever you go to listen to music, they'll be like, "Why can't you memorize your schoolwork? Why can't you do the work? Why don't you know the work in class like you know that song?" You can't, and anytime you do listen to music, then they'll be calling you to go do some chores or to go run errands for them. Never have peace. Oh, then they have let you stay home unless you are on your deathbed. It does not matter if the Grim Reaper has visited you in your dreams. It does not matter how sick you are. If you are able to function out of bed, you are going to school. You are going to church. Unless you get your own house, you're going out, my friend. You're not staying home. They have to be in a super, super, super good mood to let you stay home. Next up is they don't talk about relationships or puberty. The same talk they do about puberty is like the same depth they go into when you have those little talks about puberty in like 5th to 7th grade. Like they just tell you the basics, like don't do this with boys, don't do this with girls, and that's about it. Most of the stuff I do get for relationships and puberty came from YouTube and Google, because the day they sit you down to talk about relationships and puberty is the day aliens come to Earth. Next thing you have is let things go. They never let things go. Let's say you want to go to a party, all of a sudden they'll start bringing up something that you did at a party 6 years ago. So like you will do something and they will make it seem like they forget it until you want to do something that's similar to a thing you did in the past, and then they want to bring up something you did a few years ago. Then the next thing you have is remember important events. That never happens unless it pertains to them. That's the only time they remember. If you have a concert, if there's a play, if there's some kind of informational event for sports, mm-mm, mm-mm. And even if you can literally remind them the day of the event, or you'll remind them like 2 weeks before the event, and all of a sudden they don't remember. All of a sudden it's, when did you bring this up with me? Aww. And then last thing, this pertains to my dad in particular, be patient. African parents have like a 5-second patience rate. Like they, especially African parents, especially African men, you can't go into details with them. If you want to tell them a story, you have to be like, oh, so this happened, followed by this, and this is how the story ends. Not be like, oh, so I went to this place, and then I met these people, and then we talked about this. No, they don't want to hear that. And so I'll be like, hey, Dad, or hey, Mom, guess what? And instead of guessing, they'll be like, what? I'll be like, guess. And they'll be like, what? All of a sudden, they go from calm to angry. And after they start yelling at you, I'm like, I'm finished, never mind. Because it's not as fun when they're literally yelling at you. Then they wonder why you don't go to them whenever you have something you want to share. Anyways, let's transition to things that they never say. You want to go to a sleepover at your friend's house? No problem, go. You're always in this house. It's okay. I know you have a bed here. Go sleep in the bed there. It's fine. Oh, it's fine. Go. Oh, you finished this semester, right? Oh, you made a D. You made a F. That's no problem. You're doing better next semester. Good job. Good job. Good for your good. You made a D. You made a F. I'm just proud you tried, my son. I'm proud you tried, my daughter. Oh, you don't want to become a doctor? That's fine. Why do you need to waste 4 years of college followed by another 4 years of medical school? It's okay. Become a dancer, become an actor, become a singer, become a chef. It's okay. Don't become a doctor, okay? It's fine, no? Oh, the party starts at 6, right? Okay, we'll start at 6. When they say, and I mentioned this in episode 2, they never start at 6. Ever. Then you have, oh, you want to go and hang out with your friends? No problem. You done your work, right? You done your chores. Go. You're always at home. Yes, go hang out with your friends. Go have fun. Go be a teenager. It's okay. Then it's, why are you always reading? Why are you always studying? Go watch TV. Go shopping. Go watch a movie. The day they say that is the day pigs fly. Then you have, oh, I hate the news. Don't put on CNN, no. Don't put on ABC. Don't put on MSNBC. Go put on BET. I don't want to watch the news. It's too negative. Oh. Then you don't want to go to church. You don't want to go to school. No problem. You can learn from home. You can worship from home. You can worship from your car. Go and sleep. It's okay. You don't need to go to church to go and worship God. Go to sleep. Then talk back to me. I like when my opinion is challenged. Talk back to me. I don't mind. Then, oh, you have a boyfriend. Or you have a girlfriend. Congrats. When can I meet them? Oh, your boyfriend is not Nigerian. It's okay. Let's go and meet him. Let's go and meet her. Then, this one, if I ever hear this, an asteroid is falling down on us. Oh, you don't want to eat the food in the house. Oh, you don't want rice and stew. You don't want eba. You don't want pounded yam. It's okay, that's fine. Let me go order Domino's and get you some pizza. Let me go order McDonald's and Burger King. Don't eat it. It's fine. I'll go order food for you. Oh, come and put away my wallet. Never mind. It's okay. I'll go and put it away myself. And then lastly, you are right, my child. I never noticed my opinion was wrong. I was wrong about my opinion. You are right. If I hear that, I am in an alternate universe. I'm in an alternate universe. So yeah, that is the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. My last video is in the description, as well as my collab with the TNK twins, and I plan to collab with them hopefully in February, and hopefully I can get a video out by Sunday, but if not, a video is definitely coming next week. And go and follow me on my social medias in the outro. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.